Hello everybody, and welcome back to the archive. We're back with Final Fantasy XIV. And Happy New Year, everyone. Not my first stream since the New Year, but it is the first full week since the New Year. I had a New Year's resolution about getting back to streaming 4 to 5 times a week. Obviously, that didn't happen last week. But this is the first full week of the year, so, we're going to rely on that. We're going to use that as a little bit of leeway. Yeah, we're going to search for Hien. Came down with a bit of a cold last week. That's still a little bit lingering. So, it's not going to, we're going to play for a couple hours, probably until like 11 o'clock. But if I start hacking up a lung, that's why. That's also why I missed last week. It was this damn cold. Oh, it's been an interesting couple weeks in my area, between weather and the temperature dropping rapidly. What do you mean Stormblood is about to get interesting? It has been pretty interesting up to this point already. But, I'm interested. I'm enthralled. Despite everything we have seen and learned, I refuse to renounce this cause. We should return to the House of the Fierce and consult with our comrades. Perhaps together we might... Did you hear that? Quickly, we must find a place to hide. I don't know what the fuck you heard, but I guess we're hiding. But yeah, New Year's resolution is to actually try to follow my schedules a little bit more. Work has been really fucking, burning me out the last couple months, so I've been having a very hard time sticking to it. But, got a little bit of a break, new year, new me, all of that resolution bullshit.
Imperials.
We'll see. That's the hope, at least. Oh god, Imperials. This isn't good. What, did somebody report us being here? Because if they did, well, that's not very nice of them. Hey, Imperials, you gonna do something? Or are you just gonna stand there in the middle of town in the rain?
Form a line! Now!
Okay. Well, without telling them what you want them to do, they're gonna stand there waiting for you to tell them to do something. I don't know why the anger here.
I come before you today to deliver an announcement of the highest import. So listen well.
No, it's just an announcement. I guess it could be worse.
While on a charitable mission to XIV village, the acting viceroy and her personal guard came under attack from Confederate forces.
Okay, maybe it can be pretty bad.
This brazen, unconscionable act cannot and will not go unanswered. As loyal subjects of the Empire, to enjoy her safety and prosperity, you have a duty to defend her as well. There is no cause for alarm. We have no intention of sending ill-trained fodder to the front line.
Well, that's good at least. So what, you're gonna train people?
Those who are selected will be expected to perform rudimentary tasks. Cleaning and maintenance and so forth. You will serve only as long as you are needed. Afterwards, you'll be free to return to your home.
Okay, that doesn't seem that terrible. I mean, you know.
You first.
Cleaning isn't the worst thing you could be inscripted to do. It's better than fighting on the front line, I guess.
The Empire has no pressing need of cleaners. This is but a thinly veiled attempt to intimidate those who supported the Confederacy's actions, and isolate any whose loyalty they already suspect.
Well, I mean, yeah, but, you know, at least they're not in any real
And
danger.
lastly, you. That should suffice for now.
Don't worry, I will be back before you know it. Listen to the elders while I'm away, and do not play outside the village. Everything is going to be fine. I love you, all right? Remember that I love you.
We thank you for your cooperation. Rest assured that this will all be over very soon, once the Confederacy has been made to pay our own ruby tithe.
I have a feeling ruby in this context is probably a double meaning. I mean,
There's
again,
no telling what might happen to those people. We have to help them.
that is probably true, but I really...
And we shall, but before all else, we must needs ascertain their destination. I doubt this is the first
I just
place the
don't
Garleans
see
have
a...
visited,
I mean, I could
nor
totally
is
be
it like
wrong,
to be
but
the
I just
last.
don't see a necessary purpose to do it in this specific situation. I mean, maybe they're being sent off to fight.
I will track these men. Will you help
Oh
me?
yeah, you're probably right. They are probably being sent off to
Pray
fight
return to
for
our headquarters
the
and tell the others what
Confederates,
you
I
saw
guess.
here. Should we have need of reinforcements, I
The
will
hope
know
is
they
that
are
they're being
ready.
truthful. Hopefully those people don't end up dead.
But I should be going with you. I came here to fight.
Soon enough, Lise. Soon enough. For now, we must proceed with caution.
Yeah, we still can't give away we're here, Lise.
I know that. I do. It's just... when I saw them rounding those people up... Look, if anything happens, anything at all, you'd better call for us. I mean it, Yugiri. Anything at all.
So what's the plan here? Regardless of what the officer claimed, I fear they have crueler designs for these people. With me, we must hurry. I hope not. I hope they're just going to clean. Probably not, but, you know, I can hope. You know? Of course, this is people acting under the Viceroy's orders. And she's probably doesn't care very much what happens to them. Given that she literally tried to get some kid to murder her, their parents. Not exactly the nicest person. Given the circumstances, we must make every effort to refrain from needless violence. Here, it is a shinobi's tool, for when a more discreet approach is required. Use it with these darts. They are coated with an alchemical reagent that induces a deep sleep. No. I just know that we're, like, doing shit that I know we're doing shit for Lord Hien, but that's about all I know. Why, am I just guessing really well? I mean, sometimes I do like just skim. Like, if I see, like, I'll check, like, a number of quests if I, like, want to get a certain amount done. Oh, oh, that's why. Okay, no. Sometimes as I said, sometimes I check a volume if I, like, want to get a certain amount of things, but I avoid looking at the names or looking into any detail about it. Where did I leave? There are soldiers patrolling ahead. Were circumstances different, we could engage them directly, but for the villagers' sake, we dare not risk it. We will use our blowguns to incapacitate them. For a shinobi such as you, this should prove no challenge. Nevertheless, practice is in order. Do we have time to practice? There, the soldier on the hill below. Take aim and fire. If the dart finds its mark, he should fall within moments. Target the soldier and use the blowgun with left mouse button. Oh, nope. That's not what I wanted. Huh. Wow. I'm already like halfway in. Compared to how the... Maybe... Oh, there you are. Wow, we have some fucking breath to get that from that distance. I don't know. It feels like I'm just getting through this a lot faster than Heaven's Word. And maybe that's just due to the fact that Heaven's Word... I didn't stream as consistently with Heaven's Word, or I do what? I don't know. Or maybe Heaven's Word is just longer. I don't know. Well done, my friend. Now, give me your map. There is a vantage point from which you may observe and fire upon the other soldiers. Worry not, I shall be with you every step of the way, keeping watch for other patrols. We shall speak again on the other side of the river. Where's the next one? That one was obvious. Oh, there are several. I could have totally knocked that guy out, and he could have fallen forward and drowned. This guy might. Oh no, there are rocks down there. Also, he somehow didn't fall into the pit. Alright, there's one more. There you are. How the hell did you not notice that? The last Imperial soldier crumbles to the ground asleep. You put away your blowgun and prepare to rejoin Yugiri. Wow, that gate looks a lot bigger from here than it did when I first saw it. Or when we first got a glimpse of it. Holy shit, that is massive. Yeah, I didn't think it was that big. The first cutscene where you get to see it really doesn't do it justice. Excellent work. They appear to be none the wiser. The villagers are being held in the castrum to the south. Fluminis. Once it was the base of operation of the Garlean occupation, until 10 or so years ago when they relocated to Doma Castle. Now the castrum serves as little more than a storage facility. I spy 2 sentries near the gate. As you have proven yourself to have impeccable aim, I would ask you to incapacitate them. The very hill should afford you a clear shot. I mean, I guess that's a fair comparison. I've never seen how big the Great Wall of China actually is to have a point of comparison, but I doubt it's that big. So 2 guys. I see 1. I don't want to just knock that guy out without the other one. Just in case the other one can theoretically see, but I guess that... Oh. He just... That's where he was. I'm honestly surprised he didn't just run off and sound the alarm. Guy's not very bright. Oh, my other guardsman just passed out, essentially. Let's go investigate instead of immediately sounding some level of concern or getting some sort of backup. I mean, yeah, maybe he just passed out, but seems a little like throwing caution to the wind there. Fine work. Oboro would be proud. The way is clear. Let us move closer and see what has become of the villagers. Yeah, I'm sure they're fine, you know, just cleaning up a bit. Probably like a latrine de swab or something, I don't know. Hopefully. I have a feeling it's not going to be that simple, but, you know, it would be nice. Yeah, well, they're still alive at least, that's good. Sir, the An from the other villages are assembled for inspection. Very good. I will address them personally. Attention! Shortly you all will be transported to the facility on the distant shore. Your duties, as you have been previously informed, will be rudimentary in nature. More specifically, you will be tasked with the repair and maintenance of various arms and armaments, as well as Magitech devices. Magitech? But we're farmers. We don't know the first thing about Magitech. It'd take us months, if not years, to learn how to do that kind of work. The material in question was damaged when your kith and kin rose up in rebellion. Therefore, you bear responsibility for its repair. If you cannot perform your duties, you will learn how. And if you cannot learn how, then your villages may find themselves at the mercy of the Confederacy and other radical elements. Is that what you want? Deal with this rabble. I am needed at the castle. Well, I mean... So it is just cleaning and maintenance. I mean, the likelihood of them knowing how to do any of that is, unlikely, and yeah, they will probably not return home. Yes, Yugiri, you are correct, but, you know, it could be worse. Probably. I don't know, I'm really sugarcoating this. This is no temporary measure. Those men and women will die in servitude. Once they are taken to the other facility, it will be too late. If we are to intervene, we must do so now. Agreed? Yeah, I'm fine with that. Then let us be about it. Although, to be fair, this seems like, it might not be the best, like, we're trying to lay low here, as much as it, like, the situation sucks. Are they not just going to, if we take out the guards, even if we just knock them out and abscond with their prisoners, aren't they going to, like, give hell to the village that they were originally came from? You know, you can't just, they're just gonna go missing and they're just gonna leave it there? Like, this doesn't seem exactly like the best plan to me. Despite the urgency of the situation, we must still proceed with the utmost caution to ensure the safety of the villagers. To wit, we must infiltrate the castrum without raising the alarm. I will deal with any soldiers near the entrance. Stand watch for others approaching from the north until you hear my signal. I mean, don't get me wrong, maybe it won't turn out poorly, but this just seems like a really rash and not really well thought out plan. For a mercy, you spy no Imperial patrols bound for the castrum. A hawk's cry pierces the silence. Yugiri is waiting. Oh. Huh. You really took care of those guys. Speak softly, lest the others hear us. What of the outside? That is good. We may proceed as planned. The one shall not wake. These ones shall not wake. Not soon wake. However, the others are too close to the villagers. Incapacitating them as I did these ones is far too risky. Fortunately, a solution presents itself. I would have you disguise yourself as an Imperial soldier and convince them that a changing of the guard is in order. You have your pick of the uniforms. I shall not protest. Let's see, what do I got here? Well, only one of these looks like it could even get close to fitting me. With all due care and consideration, you relieve the sleeping soldier of their uniform. You have chosen one to your liking, then? Excellent. I shall hide these ones where none will find them. Our sleeping beauties have been laid to rest in their bunks. Oh, and while I was in the barracks, I happened upon these spare uniforms in case the items in your possession are not to your liking. This Kabuto and Teko should match the Uwagi, Hakama, and Choka in your possession. And with that, you have a full set. I'm sure that once you change, it'll seem as though it was bespoke. You will need to give the soldiers guarding the villagers a proper Imperial salute to complete the deception and convince them to come here, where I will be waiting to deal with them. Alright, well, let's see. Please tell me that did not go into my inventory. Sort. Doesn't look like it for once. I think I actually have enough space. Oop, yep, actually, that is the correct hat. I should probably just armory chest. Where is it? There it goes. Sort. Honestly, that's actually kind of a sick uniform. That's actually, it could be really cool for... Can this be dyed? Oh, tragic. Honestly, I kind of dig it. I can honestly get behind the chest piece here. This is actually a really nice chest piece. Okay. Emotes. I need Imperial Salute. Just drag that onto my hotbar. It's a time already. Not that I'm complaining, mind, but I thought the others would be gone longer. Yeah, it would be nice. Although, I do like the black and gold. Just would be nice if I could have a little bit of an alternate color. Also... And they're all class, so that's nice. I could probably make something decent looking with it. I'll have to throw it into the, glamour dresser. I don't know why I don't hunt. I meant to do that. Oh my god, this thing is kind of kicking my ass. These ones shall sleep soundly along with the others. And with that, there are no more soldiers to trouble us. You can dispose of that accursed uniform, too. It is time to guide the villagers to freedom. Yeah. Back to the recommended gear. Update. What's up?
Listen to me, all of you. We have dealt with the Imperials for now, but you must flee this place quickly.
Dealt with them? Oh no. You didn't kill them, did you?
No. No, just knocked him out.
Mad? There's no escaping the Empire. Running will only make it worse.
I did try to point that out.
To stay is to die. You know this to be true. Even if you lack the will to fight, surely you have the will to live! Or has that, too, been beaten out of you? Is this what has become of Doma?
I mean, can you blame them? It's been 25 years. That's a long time to be under Imperial rule here.
You were Lord Hien's retainer, trained to fight without fear and obey without question. Well, we're not. We're lost and afraid. We hate this, all of this, but we can't do a damn thing to change it. And trying will only make it worse. It's a pathetic existence, but it's all we got. And when people like you come here pretending it can be different, it doesn't help. All right?
Yeah.
Peace, boy. Peace. She came to help, and for that we should be grateful.
Well, at least somebody recognizes that. Even if you're not going to accept... Oh, wow, you are fucked up a little bit.
Elder, your face.
We all have scars. Some too many to bear. Too many battles. Too much lost. Our friends, our family, even our liege. We who survived are forced to bend the knee, to sell our souls and surrender our dignity. How are we to lift our heads when this shame weighs so heavily upon us? Your courage, your resolve, they are as salt in our wounds.
Yeah.
If they only knew what you would do for them, my lord. You have made your plight clear, and I shall impose my will no more. But know this, brothers and sisters of Doma. For all you have suffered, for all the horror and the ignominy, you are still here. You are still alive.
I guess that's a fair point. Except for all the people that aren't. It's gotta have another little bit of salt in the wound here.
I praise you value your life as highly as he does. As for me, I swear by all the Kami in creation that I will free you from this torment, no matter the cost.
If the Imperials come for me, I will tell them we were tricked by an Ori woman.
Tell them whatever you must to keep your loved ones safe.
Damn. Oh my god. I was expecting them to stay put. I can't believe that worked.
Why would you... After everything?
Looks like they still have a little hope in them after all, huh? At least a little. Oh, there will certainly be retribution for this, though. I can't imagine this, though the Empire is just gonna let that slide. Apologies. I was lost in thought. Mayhap they have the right of it. Mayhap we are fools for urging them to rise once more. Yet, I believe, I have to believe that in their heart of hearts, they still... Now is not the time. We must finish what we started. I have in my possession a powerful medicine that befuddles the mind and memories. We must administer it to the soldiers ere they wake. The medicine will leave the soldiers confused and unable to clearly recall recent events. They will suspect that they fell asleep at their posts and be reluctant to discuss it with others. It is not more than a temporary measure, but we dare not kill them for the sake of the villagers. Tend to the last two I put to sleep, I shall see to the others. Oh, so you actually did have a plan. Okay, well that's helpful. Wish I would have been in the loop a little earlier, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. I knew you'd find me. What, I can't carry more than one body at a time? I've done it before. Alright. Where to drop you? You know, I was hoping that would make me avoid you. Alright. Now we can get out of here. There you are.
Forgive me for making you search.
Ah, it's all good. It didn't take me very long. The giant the orange marker that's constantly on my map really does help.
It calms me, the sound. It helps me to remember the sway of the ocean when I close my eyes. Despite the many great and noble things I said, in truth I am not of Doma. I was born beneath the waves of the Ruby Sea.
Yeah, actually, I kind of already know that. It's nice that you're divulging it to me voluntarily, though.
To think that you were there, that you even spoke with my mother and father. They are in good health, then. The knowledge is of great comfort to me. That I might have the strength to protect my home from the Empire, I left to learn the secrets of the shinobi. Day and night we trained, ever striving to exceed our mental and physical limits. After a time, my skills were recognized, and I was dispatched to assist the Doman Liberation Front. It was then that I met Lord Hien and his son, and their loyal samurai, Gosetsu. Good men all, brave and true, so clear their eyes, so pure their purpose. Any shinobi would have been proud to serve them, and...
Nope, thought that line was over shit.
But... in the end, I will always be of the sea. Every day, I pray for my home and for the people I left behind, that they might be spared the wages of war and live in peace, untouched by this madness.
Well, you've gotten your wish thus far. They seem relatively free from all this shit.
I confessed this to Lord Hien once. Do you know what he said to me? He said, "Good. We are better for the conviction of our allies, and draw inspiration from their example. What is weak alone may together grow stronger." Never did I lose faith in them. Even when all was lost and I led our people to Eorzea, I clung to the belief that our dream would one day be realized.
Well, we're getting there. You know, slowly but surely.
But when I gazed into those eyes bereft of hope, when those broken men balked at liberty, the dream was shattered.
It will not always be that way. We can do this. Yeah, I'm sure there are ways to spark the fires of revolution once more.
So I pray, and thus do I labor to see a new day dawn, regardless of my misgivings. When all is said and done, we can but carry on, together.
Yeah, what's that noise? Imperial transport, huh?
An Imperial airship. It is bound for Doma Castle. Quickly, we must rejoin the others.
I'm pretty sure she said quickly. Let's get a move on. Oh, no, you're right. I have to get the dramatic camera angle. That's more important. All the way back there, huh? Oh, right. House of the Fears. I can't attune to that yet. I could just teleport there now that I think about it. I do have the Aetheryte tickets to do so without having to worry about paying the fine. But, we're already halfway there. Might as well just walk the rest of the way. Now I just need to remember how to actually get into the House of the Deep here. Or House of the Deep. Oh, I'm looking at the fucking quest name. House of the Fears. That's the word. Those are the words I'm looking for. Is it down here? Yes, it is. God, which button is it to dive again? Control, Shift, Alt, Enter, I'm typing in the chat. Alright, time to look up keybinds again. Diving. Let's see. Control spacebar. No wonder I couldn't find it. I mean, its default might be shift space. It might be different. I don't know. I changed my own keybinds quite a bit, you know, still trying to get used to this new bigger keyboard, so I probably shifted things around a little bit. We were gone for all of like 3, maybe 4 hours. What's going on now? Every time I leave, it seems like something else goes wrong.
There you are. What happened? Are the villagers all right?
I didn't realize it worked like that. That's actually good to know.
We freed
Not
them
that I
along
can
with
fly
many
in this
others.
area at the moment.
Gosetsu, we spied an airship bound for the castle. Know you aught of it?
Aye, that we do. The Crown Prince is come to Doma.
Wait, what?
We suspect this is a result of recent events in Girabania. Our defeat notwithstanding, there appears to be some concern in Garlemald that subversive elements may be rallying in other provinces.
Oh. He thought about
Though
that, huh?
Xenos remains the province's anointed viceroy, and it would seem he has come to assess the current situation in person.
Ooh,
If
that's
Xenos
not
is
great.
here, we must seize this opportunity and kill him.
As much as I think that's a phenomenal idea, we do not have the ability nor the power to do so right now.
Would that it were so simple, Lady Yugiri. You may recall that we encountered Xenos at Rolga's Reach. We have seen firsthand what he can do. His power defies explanation. He faced the
Yeah.
Alliance, the Resistance, and the Scions, and he defeated us all.
Yeah, he kind of kicked my ass. I don't think I can beat him right now.
We survived and learned from the experience, it is true. But if we are to defeat him, it will not be through simple opportunism. We will require a flawless plan.
We know his strengths. A prodigious swordsman trained from childhood by the finest Imperial tutors, reputed to be without equal on the battlefield, which is why we must not meet him there.
That I can agree with.
Nay, we keep to the shadows, the domain of the shinobi, and thence we strike. You need only give me the chance.
Were this but a matter of personal revenge, I would not presume to bar your path, for I myself crave that same vengeance. But to draw steel against the Emperor's son is a grave decision, and one that will shape our nation's future. Do not forget Lord Hien's words.
Yeah, if you fail, or even if you succeed, and then the full weight of the Empire comes down on Doma, that's a very bad thing. We don't want that without
What, that we
being
should
ready
sheathe our
for it.
swords if the people lack the will to fight? I will not squander this opportunity. If we do naught, our master's life is forfeit.
Again, Yugiri, I really appreciate the fact that you're trying to be proactive, but this is a rash and poor decision.
Even should you succeed, Xenos' death will not win Doma her freedom. More likely, her doom.
Thank God me and Gosetsu are on the same page.
Can we defend our people against the Empire's retribution? We few against a legion? Do not be a fool, child.
Mayhap I am a fool with foolish dreams of a future that will never be. But I cannot, I will not forsake them!
Yugiri, wait!
That's a bad move.
What now?
Well, I don't know. You can always try to stop her. Instead of just standing around looking like a bunch of idiots. I will not pursue her. It is for her to think on our master's words and recognize the futility of her course. Those are at least my thoughts upon the matter. Yours may be different. Should you wish to give chase, I will not bar your path. We each have but one life, and it is not to be spent recklessly in the pursuit of our goals. I pray she realizes this soon. I thought her possessed of greater sense than this. Why is she so eager to risk everything with this mad plan? Anger, frustration, desperation. There are a lot of reasons somebody might make a foolish, rash decision like this. Not that any of them are good reasons, but, you know, there are plenty of bad reasons. Hey, you, Gary. Listen, I know you probably don't want to be talked at like what you're doing is a bad idea, but it is a bad idea. Did Gosetsu send you to stop me? Then you came of your own free will. I should be surprised if you agreed with my chosen course. No one else did. But it is not as fanciful as they would have you believe. Scant moments ago, I received the Crown Prince's itinerary from one of our spies in the castle. 'Twould seem that Xenos has no desire to remain in Doma any longer than necessary. He wishes to inspect the moon gates this very eve. His impatience is to our advantage. He arrived without warning and gave Yotsuya no time to prepare. The whole castle is in a state of upheaval. To avoid any delay, he has declined a full escort, and will be traveling with no more than a handful of soldiers. The kami could not have blessed us with the more auspicious circumstances. I will kill him. I will. You mean we will kill him? Or die trying. You understand the risks. Forgive me, of course you do. Mayhap better than I. But are you sure? Thank you. Thank you. I cannot well express what this means to me. We have much to discuss, but we can do so on the way. Yazuka Manor is some distance from here. We must hurry. Stay calm. No one knows you are here. No one knows you saw anything. No one knows you overheard two rebels plotting to kill the Crown Prince. God, stupid, stupid, stupid. You know how this ends, and they only have themselves to blame. You have to tell them. You have to. Okay, that could be bad. Mayhap we really should have checked our surroundings more before talking about this, you Gary. God, for Shinobi, we're not exactly the quietest. Or the least auspicious. I don't even know if that's the correct word I'm using there, but, you know, you get the point. That was just real poor on both of our parts. Really should have thought about having that conversation in a more private spot. And not right outside the fucking village of people that are very much not interested in what we're trying to sell them. And would probably turn us in a second. Now those are cool looking. I still think this is very rash. But, I mean, I didn't see much of a choice in those dialogues. This is far enough. Let us discuss our plan of attack. I'll take the castings. Xenos' itinerary is as follows. He will depart Doma Castle by ship and approach the Moon Gates. The Magitech field will be deactivated briefly, allowing his vessel to pass. It will then continue on to these very docks where he and his entourage will disembark. As you can see, this area is not ideal for an ambush. Wide open, multiple avenues of escape, the manor is better suited to our needs. Let us split up and search for suitable hiding places. Something tells me this isn't going to go as well as we think it is going to. Here we go. This'll work. High walls, only one spot to see me from unless you're looking from above. Sight lines. Ah, there you are. From the roof, we would have a clear view of the docks. It is settled. We shall lie in wait here until Xenos arrives. As discussed, if all goes to plan, he shall fall with my first blow. If not, then the two of us will have to engage him in open combat. His escort is of no consequence, which means that we will have a 2-on-1 advantage. Nevertheless, he is not to be underestimated. All that remains is to wait. I trust that you are ready. Oh Lord. This can only go well, right? This'll definitely work and not put us in a really shitty position, right? Definitely, probably. Oh, we are so fucked, aren't we?
He comes.
Yatsuyu is with him. I mean, I guess that really doesn't matter much. I can't imagine that she fights.
The village is not far, my lord. If it please you, we shall escort you there directly.
You good?
Less a province than a graveyard. The rotting husk of a broken nation devoid of proper sport. But as his radiance wishes...
Yes, of course, my lord. And may I say how terribly sorry we are that you had to come so far.
We labored long to sow the seeds of hatred, of fear, to train them as beasts. Now we shall see the harvest. Let there be savage beasts baying for blood, and not hollow-eyed prey cowering in the dark. Or there will be no joy in this hunt.
Almost sounds like you know something's gonna happen. Wow. How the fuck is this working? Yeah, I'm not really sure what you expected to happen.
Shinobi? And me without my brute.
How weak you are. Is this the sum of your hate?
This is only the beginning. For Lord Hien! For Doma!
Mayhap I shall test this new blade of yours. Let us hope it is to my liking, lest your misfortunes compound.
Oh yeah, you got that cool new blade.
Then again, I am loath to expend such effort on the unworthy. Come, earn the honor.
It's really thematically cool that we're playing a ninja in this. Lightless flame? Oh, I see. Okay. Understood. Yep, good. Safe spot. I didn't avoid that. Close. Holy shit. Yes, he is.
This day you die! Leave this to me.
All right.
All right.
Let us put you to the proof.
No, I must fight on. I must.
Run, beast, run!
No thanks, I'm good.
Give me something to remember.
I can do this all day, man. Probably. Okay, we're safe. pretty sure right on top of you is safe this time. Oh. Oh, no. Things are pretty good. No. Good holidays and a good New Year, other than, a little cold.
Run, beast, run!
Okay, reflection. Fine.
Don't stop now.
Let's see.
I see.
Still higher level than me by 5. Yeah, that's fair.
Ah, I remember you. Al Amigo, the champion of the savages.
Yeah, I gained a couple levels since then.
Look ye where the sun doth rise, see crimson embers darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall, see azure lost amidst the squall. Oh, finally decided to grace it. Oh, well.
Oh, how right I was to spare your life.
Didn't expect a fucking pretty boy under there, but alright.
Hear me, hero. Endure. Survive. Live.
Yeah, I was planning on that.
For the rush of blood. For the time between the seconds. Live. For the sole pleasure left me in this empty, ephemeral world. Live.
Yugiri, oh my god, you are not bright. And goodbye. Not really sure what you expected, Yugiri. That was completely predictable. And you were already injured. Oh, hey guys.
From them, you imperial dog!
No, don't. You must flee.
We're not going anywhere, do you hear me? We're not running away!
You say you've redeemed yourself.
What you're doing is stupid and reckless, and I never wanted any part of it, but here we are! I've spent my whole life hating myself. For every time they made me beg, for every time I held my tongue to protect the people I love. And then you came along and reminded me of all the things I never said and never did, and it was even worse. I would have given anything to forget, to walk away, but I knew I'd never be able to live with the guilt. So we came, all of us, for you, for ourselves, for Doma!
See, this is the kind of shit I was talking about. Reignite that flame.
Death is death, regardless of the reason.
He also has a point. You're all probably
Yet
dead.
you seem determined to die, intruding upon this sacred ground, turning weapons you can scarcely wield upon me. Your lives will not even begin to redress the balance.
How wrong you are!
No. How kind of you.
Go, now! Gusetsu, see to Yugiri.
Hey!
I can't see a damn thing. Someone stop them!
Can we throw a dagger at her on the way out, please? You know, all it would take is one quick motion. Probably save us a lot of trouble and a lot of people a lot of headache.
My lord?
Oh. I can't believe that worked. Well, that was a good time. That was a good timed rescue. I don't think we were followed. Gods, I have no idea what's going through that man's head, but I'm heartily glad he decided to leave. Oh, and don't thank us. Thank Alpha now. He's at the House of the Fierce, patiently waiting your gratitude. You should have seen the way he turned pale when he heard about Yugiri's plan, and of how you, of all people, had decided to help her. He was in such a panic, barking orders, calling for a squadron to be assembled. As were you. I was rather composed, as I recall, though that is neither here nor there. You good, you dear? Oh. Drop the fucking umbrella. I've got a fucking weasel to kill, apparently. Alright. Can you believe it? We faced the Crown Prince himself and lived to tell the tale. You have no idea what this means for us. Everyone's talking about getting more weapons and armor, and we're not gonna stop until we've taken back our homeland. Ah, right. Getting a bit ahead of ourselves, aren't we? We've got wounded to tend to first. We should get back to the village. Right, everyone ready? Yeah, we are ready. That went a lot better than I expected it to. I mean, I knew we weren't going to die, but I was pretty confident that Yugiri was going to bite the dust there. How are you feeling? After fighting that demon, I can only imagine. I got like a 10th of the way through his big health bar, so, you know, I had enough health to spare. I've got enough restoration. I could have probably taken him had he not used that cheap shot. Fucking stun, drop the 1 HP shit. I suppose I ought to apologize to you for, you know. Anyway, thank you for not giving up on us. The shinobi, too.
How are you feeling, my lady?
Much the better for my comrades' ministrations and your most generous hospitality. You need not worry.
You're very lucky you're wearing chainmail. That blade probably just slashed off it instead of actually hurting you very much. Probably, hopefully.
Good.
Honestly, so the fact that you
there's
took
anything
that
else we
and
can do for
lived
the
is a
village,
miracle.
Anything at all, just ask.
Hide? Probably, you know, not stay in this village, I'll tell you that, because, I have a feeling they're gonna come down on us pretty soon.
Stare any harder and you're like to burn a hole in them. Go and say your piece, for goodness sake.
I've got nothing more to say to them. I'm going to find out how the others are getting on.
No, no, you're good. You're good.
Gosetsu, Mistress Alize, I owe you an apology. I acted with reckless disregard for my own safety and endangered
It goes pretty
I know
well.
not how many others in
Got a
so doing.
slight bit of a cold, but other than that, you know, can't really complain. The holidays were great.
Scorning
Sucks
your
to be
wise
back to
counsel,
work, but
I knowingly
gotta get back
defied
eventually.
Our master's wishes and left you no choice but to follow suit.
Nonsense. I followed our master's wishes to the letter. Consider once more his words, and the
Oh,
intent therein. In offering his head, he but sought to shield his people from harm, loyal retainers included. You must value your life more highly, Shadow Walker.
On the other hand, your recklessness did serve as an inspiration to many. Mayhap you should not be so hard on yourself.
Yeah, even if the recklessness was probably the worst thing we could inspire with. Last thing we want other people to do is be reckless and get themselves killed and gain nothing.
In any event, if you must apologize profusely, it seems only right that you expend as much effort thanking the one person who supported your plan from the first.
That it does. There are no words which will suffice. But thank you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Killing him's kind of top of my priority list at the moment, so it kind of just aligned with my plans here.
And there they are!
12 be praised. When I learned of your rather questionable plot to assassinate Xenos, I feared we would need to recruit a new primal slayer.
Oh, come on, you know me better than that.
I'm sorry we couldn't be there. Alize made me swear
Oh,
to
that's
stay
cool.
behind no matter what.
That's kind of neat.
I think she was worried I'd hurl myself at Xenos the moment I set eyes on him.
I mainly play Black Mage, but I'm experimenting with different classes as I go through the expansions. Also, I do a lot of Palace of the Dead runs to test different classes with that, too. But Black Mage is definitely what I'd consider my main.
What? You'll forgive me for changing the subject, but now would seem a good time to discuss where we go from here. Though the Empire has yet to retaliate, the fact remains that we have revealed our presence and signaled our intentions in so doing. It is only a matter of time before the Imperials move against us.
Yeah, that is true. This was kind of
Even if we lack
foolish.
the strength to oppose them, 'tis plain some manner of brilliant stratagem is required. Therefore, I yield the floor to the preeminent tactician of our time, with whom I was privileged to share a room.
That's one way to describe it, I guess. Okay.
If you insist. While in Kagane, we debated a number of approaches and were eventually forced to concede that we cannot look to the Alliance for aid. Even were it possible to ferry sufficient forces,
I will
of TAL
definitely
from
give that a
Eorzea
try.
in a timely manner, such a massive undertaking would
Probably
not long escape the
not
attention of the Empire.
on the stream,
It would be
because
very
I don't have a ton of
professional
time
to reach
tonight,
this shore.
but I can at least look back at it to find the exact code that you just typed in. I like the gray icons, but yeah,
Fortunately,
something a little bit more
according to
colorful
Starro
would
and
be a
Hancock's
little
intelligence,
nice.
The Empire has withdrawn most of its forces from Doma in the past year, leaving her relatively unguarded. That being the case, a popular uprising spearheaded by the
That
full
is
might of
much-
the Doma
that is
Liberation
much
Front
cooler.
may feasibly be sufficient to threaten the seat of provincial government namely Doma Castle. 'Twould be rather easier said than done, of course, but I have seen worse plans prevail.
Yeah, I'll probably, after I get off, sometime tomorrow before I get on, I'll probably come on and do that. I gotta log in and do my daily roulettes anyway at some point. Just go sweep through all of my different presets.
Meet with Lord Hien and convince him to return, for there is no surer way to inspire our people to rise up as one. He desired proof of his subjects' conviction, and they have provided it, through no lesser deed than openly opposing Xenos himself.
It will work. It has to work. And next time, we will defeat him.
Maybe. I hope so. He's still really fucking strong. Oh god. Okay. Bunch of quests to do. I will be traveling to the XIV steppe. I found Lord Hien once before, but I am confident I can do so again. Moreover, it was me whom he put the question of Doma's resolve. I feel it my duty to deliver him to him our people's reply. Our countrymen's deeds speak for themselves. Lord Hien cannot deny the truth of their hearts. Too long has it been since I looked on his face. It would be of great comfort to see him again. And no small comfort if you were to join us in the search, I should add. I wonder what kind of man Hien is. From what I heard, he's about the same age as me. And then there's Ferdola, who isn't a whole lot younger than us both. Like her, he was born and raised in an imperial province. This is all he's ever known. But unlike her, he chose to do something about it. I want to meet him. I want to know why. Maybe if I understand that, it'll help me to understand a lot of other things. Maybe. Or not. You know. Oh, good. Probably thank you, Alphino, for sending a rescue party. The beloved king returning to urge his countrymen to rise up in rebellion? Not a story you'd ever hear in Charlayan or Ul'dah, is it? Not in those words, perhaps, but no lands and people is so cynical to be wholly immune to inspiration. Singular individuals have the power to move hearts and minds no matter where they go. Doubtless you speak from personal experience. As much as this Lord Hien intrigues us, there are vital tasks to be attended to here. Preparations for the inevitable assault on Doma Castle, for one. There is also the matter of coordinating our efforts with the Confederacy and our comrades in Kugane. Dealing with this troublesome Aetherite, I could go on, but you understand. Aye, so it goes. We all have our responsibilities. We shall depart for the XIV steppe at once. Will you be joining us? For our part, we shall do what we can to aid the Doman Liberation Front in your absence. We will refrain from conducting any large-scale operations in your absence, and instead devote our energies to bolstering our ranks and training new recruits. When you return, we will be ready for war. If anything happens, if you need us to come back sooner, you'd better contact us. Noble sacrifices are a last resort, remember? Follow me, my friends. We have many malms to travel before we reach Reunion. Wait, don't leave yet. Here, take these for the road. It's simple fare, but it's the least we can do for you after what you did for us. It may be stupid and naive of me to say this, but I will. When you come back, we'll finish what we started. We'll beat the Imperials and win our freedom. So don't keep us waiting too long. I wonder how long we're gonna be gone. I mean, there's no way the hammer doesn't come down on this town, these towns, right? I mean, that was an attempted assassination against the son of the Emperor of fucking Garlemald. And technically the Viceroy. I can't imagine that they'll just let that slide.
Of Bahamut's conqueror.
Oh, you know about Bahamut? How the fuck do you know about that?
Prepare the airship. His Radiance will not object. We have fulfilled our obligations here. I would see this prize for myself.
That fucking face.
Do you understand why I appointed you to act in my stead? You, whose only accomplishment was to whisper the right words in the right ear. Because of your petty hatreds. They render you the perfect instrument to bleed your kinsman of hope. To make an example of Doma. Such as was ordered.
Yeah, I didn't exactly do a very good job.
Listen well. If you yield Doma to the rebels, you will not be given another chance to beg forgiveness. Do your duty now, or die with the rest of them.
Are you all right, my lady? That was uncalled for. Oh!
Holy shit, that was a strong slap. Fleckin' flew him across the room.
They say your Eorzean is helping the rebels. I want her dead. I want her friends dead. I want the heads of everyone she knows and loves mounted on the castle walls.
Now that's, good luck with that.
You mean I can finally go after her? I've been waiting for this chance. I promise you, my lady, she won't escape this time. Not this time, oh no.
I'm gonna kick your shit in the moment I see you. You understand that, right? I held up a pretty good fight against Xenos. You're not even fucking close. Yeah, clearly. Meanwhile, in the fringes of Girabania, it's a big fucking hole.
Aye, this is the place.
That's his Lance. Estinian? My boy?
When the shade was banished. You swore to leave this life behind. And yet here you are.
I don't know who else it would be that wields a lance. In that kind of armor. My boy! He's back! Holy shit.
If this be the work of the eyes, what choice do you have but
Oh my god, he's handsome too. He's grown his hair out a little bit. I don't remember his hair being long when I last saw him. Oh man, it's good to see him again. I missed my boy. Oh, has it? I'm probably just remembering wrong. It has been a couple months since we... I think a couple months since we've even seen him. Let alone from the end of Heavensward. If all are ready, let us depart for reunion in the Azim Steppe. Our route will be somewhat circuitous. We will need to return to the Ruby Sea and head north along the coast past Isari. Of course, now that I think about it, a lot of the time we see Astidian, he's got in Heavensward, he had the helmet on, which is probably why I don't remember exactly. How the fuck am I gonna get over there? Oh, that's how. I see. So I need to go this way. Yeah, I've honestly been tempted in the little free time I have to make like an alt or something and like just go through the parts of the story that I've already completed with that alt, maybe practice on a different role, just to sort of reacquaint myself with some of the stuff. After all, it has been a year since I started playing this game. I started streaming the story back in January of last year. So I'm probably rusty on several of the important finer details. From here we will turn north until we arrive at a cave, through which we must pass in order to reach the Azim Steppe. That is also true. These Gosetsu have already gone on ahead. We should carry on as well. Yeah, I know he's present at least a little bit for the Lancer questline, because I leveled that up to 30, because I want to play through, I want to help a friend through Heavensward, and I want to do it as a Lancer, or a Dragoon specifically. So I unlock the class, and will, meet Astidian in the first quest, so... I guess he's a little bit more present. I just missed that before getting through Heavensward. Going back to the map, huh? How far are we traveling this time? I can't imagine we're going that far. So we're in Doma. There's that. Okay, not like super far, but given the fact that we're traveling on foot, that's probably going to take... The travel time is probably at least a couple weeks. Or not, we got through the end of the cave and now we're here.
I remember the emptiness, vast and endless. The Azim Steppe, home to countless roaming tribes. A sacred
Whoa.
land, watched over by elder
That's
gods.
impressive.
Here, we would find Doma's salvation. With the wind at our backs, we walked on, in search of hope, in search of him.
Holy fuck, this is another one of those huge maps, huh? I give you the Azim Steppe, though I should say this is but one small portion of it. Despite the close proximity, Domans rarely venture this far north. Most find these lands and their people strange and foreign. Fortunately, those who frequent Reunion are more welcoming than most. Come, it is not much farther. Yeah, this fucking map is huge. And I must say, the maps are, it's kind of crazy to me. The maps just seem like so much more expansive and detailed than the, base game and even Heavensward's maps on some level. Welcome to Reunion, my friends. Here is where we will begin our search for Lord Hien. Or Lord Hien. Oh my god, you're fucking right. This quest name is practically identical. Ooh. Oh. When I last spoke with Lord Hien, he said he spent much time in these markets. I'd hoped we might find him here today, but alas. Hey, Yugiri, I've been meaning to ask. There are an awful lot of Xyla here, aren't there? Oh, I assumed you knew. The Azim Steppe has been home to the nomadic tribes of the Xyla since antiquity. More than 50 roam these lands, and though they do not constitute a nation, theirs is a hierarchy of sorts, determined through ritual combat. Funny, if they're so busy fighting each other, you'd think the Empire would be able to march in and take the steppe with ease. And I wonder why they haven't. Why indeed, Lys. Why indeed. Perhaps they see little value in it, especially given the fierce reputation of the Xyla warriors who would fight tooth and nail to oppose them. These lands were not made for men. The soil is thin and the weather unforgiving. The Xyla found ways to survive, it is true, but they are made of sterner stuff than most Imperials, conscript or citizen. Thanks for taking the time to explain. Sounds like I've got a lot to learn. Later, I mean, we're meant to be looking for Hien. People from many tribes gather in Reunion to trade goods and information. I should be surprised if we cannot learn something of value here. Let us make our inquiries separately. Why don't you speak with some of the merchants here? Buzz. Fresh buzz. Your choice of lamb or zo. Guaranteed to satisfy. How many will you have, miss? Nah? A Doman? Unless another Dazkar is keeping him in her yurt. He is not here. More fool her if she took a Doman for her husband. But enough about Domans. Let us speak of Buzz instead. Or Booze. Booze? Buzz? I don't know. Surely your mother or father made you some when you were little. A Xyla who never eats booze is never a whole Xyla. What fortune you have to come hither at this time. Freshly slaughtered, every cut available upon request. Organs too. Hearts, livers, brains. Or a brace of blood sausages if you would desire only a snack. A doman? Poor meat they make, domans. I jest. I did see a young mole in the company of one few days ago. Roasted fish with pumpkin, an exotic foreign delicacy cooked to perfection, beloved without the step. Come. You seek domans? Then you have come to the wrong place, my friend. Delicious as my foodstuffs are, they find little favor with those from the south. Now, if it were Garo you were looking for, on the other hand, then I might be able to help you. They flock to my stall. Well... I have brought you a new brush, my beloved. So smooth and silky your mane shall be, the envy of every other man. Say again? You're seeking who? Ah, the Doman. I know of whom you speak. He comes and goes with a mole girl. Though I could not describe her, I only know that she is mole because I heard them talking as they passed. With the chat mode in Say, use your keyboard or the software keyboard to enter any phrase that contains mole to ask to ask the Zayla in Reunion if they are of the mole tribe. Can I just say mole? Do I have to say a phrase, or can I just say mole? I am Ura, if you must know. Come down from the mountains in the north. If there is nothing else... I almost spelled male. You take me for a mole? I am Oronir. Compare me not with one so weak and lowly. Okay, I gotcha. Jeez. Yes, I am Mole. My name is Serena. May I help you? Oh, I see. You're looking for Hien. In that case... How urgent this business must be to leave our conversation unfinished. The Kinsai. Will you buy it? There is but one bundle left. If not, then... I will. Though I had not thought to pay so high a price. It is a bargain for which you should be grateful. If you lack the coin, then the fault is your own, and you will leave with nothing. Please, I must have the Kinsai. The gods themselves requested it. We are bound to their will. Pay me the difference in Whisper Root. I will sell it to the next apothecary to pass through Reunion, and we will each feel fairly treated. But do not tarry. Should another come before you, coin in hand, I will not refuse him. I understand. Thank you for this kindness. I am sorry, but we must speak of Hien later. I cannot leave Reunion without that Kinsai. I'll take the Gunblade. Dokumori, huh? Oh, an upgraded mug. Okay. Delivers a crit hit to all enemies in a cone before you with a potency of 300. 25% less for each remaining. It's still got the vulnerability effect. Increases the chance of additional items being dropped. Yep, so it's got the standard. Wow, engage by 40. That's... I don't know if Mug used to do that, but if it didn't, that's a pretty decent upgrade. You want to help me, is that it? I don't know what to say. Thank you, thank you. The lumbering ones we must fell wander the plains to the rest of reunion. If we harvest 2, then we should have enough whisper root. Return you here when you have finished. Good luck. This is not what I was expecting for the map music, okay. Nope, no tornado for you. Welcome back. Have you brought the Whisper Root? Yeah, I think this is it. Blessed is he who shows kindness to strangers, for with fortune does he ever ride. Will this quantity suffice? It shall. The Kinsai is yours. The gods favor you more than you know, child. Udgan rarely have need of such herbs, and so my stock is limited. Had you come a day earlier or later, I would have none for you. Perhaps the gods guided me here, as they guided grandmother, as they guided this woman from the west.
Hey. How goes the search? Any luck?
Kind of in the middle of something, guys. Couldn't have waited like the 15 seconds for me to come find you.
What fortune to meet a friend of the young master.
Well met, Cyrena. If you have an inkling as to the current whereabouts of Lord Hien, we should be most grateful for your assistance.
Oh, please. It is I who should be grateful.
Hold! What is this? I came first, you second!
What is going on over there?
Know you to whom you speak? All people of the steppe should. Or have you fought so much that you have forgotten the face of your superiors? Superiors? I spit on your superiority, little prince! Twisted and mad as sand devils your kind are!
Okay. That's a bit rude.
Those two don't seem to like each other very much.
Clearly not.
Those boys are of the Oranir and Dothal, the two strongest tribes.
Oh, I see. Sort of a rivalry going on here, I see.
The children of Azim are destined to rule, so they declare to all who will listen. Their word is law. For now. Grand, flamboyant fighters, but deadly, very deadly. He prances as a horse, as do his brothers after their many recent victories. The Undying ones too are strong, fearless, and vicious. They often reigned in the past. Now they are sorely tested.
And who do we have here? Oh, wow. Okay. Hi, how's it going? Seem to strike fear and...
The master of the markets. He is Castilla.
Oh, I see.
To fight in reunion is forbidden, and to break the peace is to be banished forever. This he says without words, for words are lies to the Castilla. They do not speak.
That's interesting. And all these different tribes share the same lands, do they? No wonder it's tense.
I shall look for you on the field at the Nardum. Mark my words! As shall I. Mayhap I shall take 11 more Dothar heads to make a dozen with yours. I look forward to the day.
Seems a bit unnecessary to kill 11 more of them just to claim you take 12 heads.
A great battle held on the final day of the Sahan-San. During this time, all bonds of hierarchy are broken. All Zayla are equal and free to prepare for the fight.
Cool. Can I beat the shit out of all of them?
The tribe which triumphs in the Nardum rules until the next Sahan.
Not really of a tribe, per se, but, you know. I guess unless you want to call the Scions a tribe.
Ah, so that is what they call the custom. I presume your tribe will also be taking part?
Not all seek the Dawn Throne. Some are satisfied with their lot. Others, like the Castilla, have reason to remain neutral. Them all are lambs among wolves. Long were we content to remain apart and live quietly, but... Never mind that. You seek Hien, yes? I know where he may be.
Yeah, that's good. Quick change of the subject. Boots. Long ago, my grandmother, having received a vision from the gods, bade me to go forth into the southern mountains. It was there that I found Hien, near death from many wounds. I brought him to our village, and there we nursed him back to health. Afterwards, he chose to remain that he might repay us for our kindness. Domans set much store by honor and shame, so at first I did not question it. Excuse me, if I could see your map for a moment. Here, he has grown fond of this place. It affords him a view of the markets and the steppe. I would accompany you, but I must return to our village and prepare my grandmother's meal. Thank you again for your assistance. Our long-awaited reunion is at hand. Come, my friends, let us go and greet our lord and master. Yeah, I have a thing to do first, because I haven't actually attuned to this yet. Nice. Oh, it's on the rock, I see. Restream bot is essentially, it's a way to combine both YouTube and Twitch chats, essentially. Restream bot just reposts whatever is said in either chat automatically to the other. That previous comment was just from probably a bot on YouTube. Gotten a couple of those. I just really don't have...
My lord Hien,
I'm just not really
I see you are
focused on
alive
just
and
getting
well.
rid of the little bot comments I get every once in a while. Too much of a pain.
Ah, you are come sooner than expected. So, my blade or my head, which would you have of me?
The people of Yansha remain loyal to Doma. I have seen the fire in their eyes. They are ready to rise up and fight. The time is ripe, my lord. Return with us, blade in hand, and lead Doma to freedom.
Naught less than liberty will suffice, then. A pity. It will prove far more difficult to deliver than my head. But if my people wish to pursue an impossible dream, then who am I to deny them?
I'm sorry, did you say impossible? I disagree with that sentiment.
You giddy! Go Setsu! And,
What's up?
The scions of the Seventh Dawn, my lord. Good and true friends who opened their hearts and homes to us when we fled to Eorzea. Far across the sea they have journeyed to stand with us in the fight for Doman liberation. To oppose the Empire, as they have in the West, where they are lauded as heroes for their many deeds.
say no more, Yugiri. Say no more. I observed how you helped Serena, to whom I am deeply indebted. For that and for the aid you provided my people, you have my deepest gratitude.
Yeah, don't mention it. It's just kind of what I do.
There is no doubting your strength nor your character. It would be my honor to fight by your side.
Phenomenal. Well, that worked out.
So, what of Doma? Arise, my friends, and tell me of our home. I have made my decision. You, Giddy. I bid you return to Yansha and take charge of our forces in preparation for my homecoming. As for our esteemed guests, I would ask that you remain here with me. I sense you will be a great help in the coming days.
What do you mean by
Your
that?
will is my command, my lord, but how much longer do you intend to stay?
Oh, only until I have won the contest? I mean to return at the head of the Zayla army.
Oh, wow. Okay. Huh. That's, a goal.
You mean to participate in the Nardum?
Have you a better idea? Consider how soundly we were defeated before. The Imperials may have since grown weaker, but we are weaker still. It would be folly to challenge them without first supplementing our forces, so yes, I intend to win the Nardum and enlist the aid of every able-bodied Zayla I can.
That is a strategy.
By championing them all in the contest, I can at last repay their kindness. Lest you forget they saved me from certain death, and a man who suffers such debts to go unpaid is without honor and unfit to lead.
Just so, just so. Our lord has spoken, Yugiri. But take heart, I shall keep him safe. And should it come to it, bring him back by force.
This is no laughing matter, Gosetsu. But if these are my orders, very well. Once more I place my faith in you. Pray look after them both.
I'll do the best I can.
Looks like it's up to us then. Though it does seem a bit risky. Isn't Hien meant to be the next king of Doma or something?
So they say. Though in truth I am but a pale reflection of my late father. All the more reason to entreat your assistance.
Gladly. What can we do?
For ours is an impossible dream. to set in motion a revolution that will rattle the very firmament and shake off the yoke of the most powerful empire in the world.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha. That sounds great. But how the fuck are you gonna beat the bunch of battle-hardened Xylon on your own? Once again, allow me to thank you for your many deeds in service to Doma. For 25 years did my father rule in name only. My rule, if one would deign to call it that, has been naught in comparison. That changes now. We have a purpose and a plan, and after we take to the battlefield together, we will have victory as well. But you are a practical woman, I can tell, disinclined to trust in words when actions speak truer. I can relate. Ooh. So, you too have heard of the Nadam, the great battle for supremacy of the steppe. I learned of it during my stay with the Mole. To my knowledge, no foreigners have ever participated, much less triumphed in a Nadam, but lack of precedent notwithstanding, I think we would have a good standing to bid them march with us to Doma, should we win. Will they even permit us to fight, my lord? We belong to no tribe of the steppe. We are not without options, given what Serena has told me. You see, in accordance with the god's wishes, her people shall participate in the coming Nadam. And when they take the field, I mean for us to fight alongside them as fellow warriors of the Mole. But we need not discuss this at length here. Come, let us head north to Mole Lo, where Serena and her people have made camp for this season. Alright. And also, he did say that we're acting as warriors. You know, I was a little worried for a second there I wouldn't get part of the action. That is an ugly marble. Should take them back. Looking a little closer at it, that's actually kind of cooler looking than a normal marble. It's weird, but it's cool. My friends, I give you Mole Lo. The cotton of the tribe, Temaloon, I'm gonna pronounce everything incorrectly, resides in the largest yurt. We should go and make our introductions. You said largest yurt, but there's only like 2 yurts here, my guy. It's, wow, there are a lot of people. At last, the traveler comes.
Tamarun Hatun, Serena. I am returned.
Ah, you found each other.
Ours is the soil, Hien. The Domans, and the Eorzeans too.
You know us?
The gods know you, child. As do the stars in the heavens, which shone bright at your coming.
Alright. I don't
More
exactly.
hearken to the whispers of the elder gods, which guide us in our daily lives. We know them through the Utun, like my grandmother.
Hatun, I am come to beg a boon of you and yours. That I might liberate my homeland, I seek to rally the strength of the steppe. To that end, I wish to fight in the Nardam, as a warrior of the Maul. Will you grant me this honor?
To stand with the Maul is fruitless. Hien, do not do this. The gods may have willed that our tribe join in the Nardam, but there is no path to victory. We are weak and our numbers few. Even with your help, it would be impossible.
Maybe, maybe not, if you had more hands.
I thank you for your concern, Cyrena. But it is precisely because of the seeming hopelessness of your cause that we must needs cast our lot with you. Were we to join hands with a more favored tribe, our victory would inevitably be attributed to them, and no one would follow me to Doma.
'Twas the gods' will that we fight. Mayhap this too is their design. Hear me then. As Hatun of the Maul, I invite you all to join with us in the Nardam.
Gladly. We'll kick some major ass, that I can promise. I'm pretty sure I could take them all myself, but I guess having a couple extra hands to take some blows wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Come with me, friends. There is much I would show you.
You... wait. I would have words.
Okay, what's up?
A singular radiance, shimmering. Like a jewel of the Dusk Mother, blinding in its brilliance.
I don't know what the fuck those words mean.
Flicker and flock to you. Before such gathered light, even the secrets of the gods may be laid bare. Some are fated to rise in grace and glory. Others to falter and fade, though not from memory. Both will be your strength and salvation come the end.
Yeah, I'm not really getting what you're trying to say with your cryptic shit, but, thanks?
Cherish the stars and the light they bring you in the dark. For you are a traveler, are you not?
Sure. Whatever you say. It's fucking weird. Alright. Well. Got shit to do. People to beat up. You know, the normal things that we do. Thank you all for coming and for offering to fight with us in the Nadam. Though I still fear our chances grim, I am grateful for your assistance. To be recognized as warriors of the Mole, there is a trial you must overcome. But before we speak of such things, there is another more pressing matter. Give me the, staff. Still no daggers, huh? My friends, I must warn you, the path upon which you embark is fraught with peril. You will journey unto the far reaches of the steppe to confront a terrible foe, as did the warriors Bardum did in Bardum in days of yore. 3 days he battled with the demon ere he returned to his people. So it is written, so it must be. Many who follow in his footsteps perish, lacking in the strength of body and mind. Therefore, we must treat you to a great feast. But have I said something strange? The hungry fox starves staring at the bull's what? The hungry fox starves staring at the bull's testicles? Therefore, warriors should be well fed on the... I get the second half of that part, but I don't really... That's an interesting analogy. She does have a point. You have been keeping busy in my absence. A brief repast may be in order, lest we collapse of fatigue and malnourishment in the midst of our trial. Yeah, just so. However, it will take time to prepare. Is there anything we can do to help? It might also give us a chance to learn more about your people and their ways. Well, if you insist, I am sure that the others would be glad of your assistance. Yeah, of all the things I expected to read tonight, bull's testicles was not on my list. Yeah, that is true, I guess. Would you go and speak with Dorbay, Lise? As for you three, you can help me with another task. For today's feast, the gods decreed that we lure Gulo Gulo to slaughter with entrails. Perhaps you could be the ones to do this. That your people look to the gods for guidance, I understand. But in your daily meals? I say your grandmother must be quite busy. Some days more than others, but every night we come together around the cook fire. Even babes must earn their keep on the step. Give over the entrails, Serena. We will bring you a bounty of meat. Yeah, just hand over the fucking entrails, you know. That's not bound to make a mess or stain anything. Yes, carrying entrails. Oh, my favorite. A word of advice. Our quarry is wont to avoid the Xyla and their settlements, but is fond of flowing waters. A thought occurs to me. How about we make a game of it? I have 6 bags of entrails, which we may lure our Gulo Gulo. 3 for you and 3 for me. Whoever turns with a greater portion shall be declared the winner. What say you? I mean, you're going to lose. That's what I say. Then it is settled. Kosetsu will stand as witness. Let the game begin. Wait, okay, I see what it's trying to do. We have 3 bags of entrails. We know they like water. And we know they stay away from the Xyla. So, let's go find somewhere with water. Oh, all of those are up. Okay. Yeah, because there are 5 spots. What's the one I checked before? Yeah, there's an aether current up here. Let's see. No water. I'm having a feeling maybe I misjudged what I meant to do here. And the comment about being near water, and being away from Thyla settlement seemed like it would be a helpful little hint. So far, not seeing any, like, small lakes or rivers or anything. This certainly doesn't look like it. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I wonder... I was hoping for a little bit more detail, but alright. Well, let's try this. Sent to Benter again. Hello again. How's your evenings going, everyone? Here we go. There's some water. Reading it's to everything. Hey, that's fair. I get that. I can't stay up too much longer myself, for the same exact reason. But, you know, a little bit more. Ah, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, unfortunately. Well, no, not a night shift. I gotta get up early tomorrow morning. Although normally I do work nights. It's just this week is weird because one of our morning people is has to take the week off. So my night owl ass has to get up at fucking 7 in the morning to get out. Alright. Yeah, have a good one. Yeah, I'll probably finish up this quest, maybe do one more after that, and then probably call it there for the evening. Far away from the settlement. I'm gonna beat Hien easily like this. Alright, one more. That's probably our best bet. That's pretty far from any major settlements. My next guess would be up there. Nope, not Link. I didn't need to show off my entrails to everybody in the area. Well, 2 out of 3. Something tells me that the one up there might have been the better option, but I'll take it. How much did I get? 6. No, not really. Honestly, that just sounds like it'd make a big mess, and, well, yeah. Plus, the last thing I need is to lure a bunch of gulo over to one of the settlements. Oh, have you used all your bait? In that case, let's see the fruits of your labor. It'd probably be fun for me. Not necessarily so much for everybody else. Oh, it would seem that at the very least you are the faster hunter. But speed is not everything. For my part, I slew 6 gulo. Aye, that you have, my lord. As for her, 6 gulo did she slay too. 'Twould seem you have met your match, my lord. Of all the possible outcomes, this is perhaps the most amusing. And perhaps the most auspicious. Though I would have preferred to win the day, I shall settle for the whimsy of the commie. And with that, our game is concluded. Let us return to Molo forthwith, and let us have the Warrior of Light present our meat to Serena. Mayhap you are unfamiliar with traditional Xyla cuisine? Let's not its appearance deceive you. It is quite hearty and nourishing. Were it not so, I doubt they could have nursed me back to health. So you should have seen the state I was in. Hey, yeah. How's it going for you tonight? On this fine January evening. I say fine, but it's cold as fuck outside. Honestly, I'm glad I'm not fucking working tonight. Walking home last night in the fucking cold at 11 o'clock was fucking hell. It was like 1 degree outside with a wind chill. You are returned. You are returned. How was your hunt? Here's a sack of meat. My word, this is impressive. Or were you so hungry that you felt the need to kill so many? Well, I shall endeavor to not disappoint you with all with my cooking. I'll take... Honestly, I'll take the Codex. I'll do one more quest. I got a little bit more time. It will be a little while before the meal is ready. If you and Lise wish to fill the time, perhaps you could assist Dorbe? He has many responsibilities and would welcome your help. Nor would you regret making his acquaintance, for he is liked and respected by all. You may find him by the other yurt, taking stock of our supplies. Ah, one of the newcomers. Welcome. I spoke with Lise. I bade her help the children gather fuel for the cook fires. I trust it will be a good experience for all. For you too, perhaps. Seek them in the south across the bridge. let's actually cross the bridge. I don't know where I'd get back up if I jump down. Oh, I could get back up right there. That would have been fine. There really isn't a lot of places to get wood for campfires. Are you here to help too? Great. So I suppose Dorbay told you that the children are gathering fuel for the fires, did he? It'll need to be dried before they can burn it, of course. You do understand what we're here for, right? Only some people can be a bit squeamish about this sort of stuff. Then again, you've never minded getting your hands dirty, have you? Anyway, we're trying to get 4 piles each. Good luck, and keep an eye on the children while you're at it, huh? Oh, I thought we were gathering wood. We're gathering dung, huh? Well, yeah, I guess I have never really worried about getting my hands dirty. Literally, in this case. Let's get some high ground. How do you do? Yeah. Traveler, I will not lose to you. I shall find 3 times as much dung as you. At least. Yeah, sure you will, kid. Sure you will. There's one more around here somewhere. There it is. Now I just need these to stop following me. You're really gonna come down here? Alright. Fucking cheating little... God damn it. The moment I decide to finally take it out, it fucking teleports back to where it spawned. Alright, Lise. I got the bags of dung. Have you found your share yet? Good work. I hope you took the time to talk with the children while you were at it. Lise! Lise! Look how much dung we have! Well, I'm impressed. I thought we'd gathered a lot, but it looks like we'll have to admit defeat. Dorbay will be happy we found enough. Not just Dorbay. Now we can continue making cheese. Not that I was worried. It was easier when we were living near the forest, but dung works just as well as wood. I heard the mole move from place to place. That the gods tell you where to go. That must be hard on you all. Hard? I do not understand. Why is it hard? It is better for the animals to move, to have more food to eat and land to roam. To stay in one place is harder, no? From the heavens come the rains, which nourishes the soil. From the soil comes the grass, which nourishes the beast. From the beast comes the flesh, which nourishes the Zyla. Ours is the soil of one and all. But you Westerners are like the Domans. You live in the same place, in villages, and all the villages in one place are part of a nation, yes? Hien talks about nations sometimes. When he was injured, he spoke of Doma in his sleep, but I did not understand his words. Whenever I ask him about Toma, he just smiles and looks to the south. It reminds me of my mother when she waits for my father to return from a long journey. But Hien will not wait any longer, will he? Because you came for him. To take him back, because his nation is more important. I'm not sure how to answer this. A nation is a place, I suppose. A place, and the people in it, and maybe the things, too. Lise, you're doing a phenomenal job at this. But more than that, it's the history, the traditions, the words, the stories we tell ourselves and our children. Everything that came before and everything that comes after. The place we were born is a part of who we are. We carry it with us no matter where we go. Whoever, whatever we become, that part remains. That link to our fathers and their fathers before them. It's not important to everyone, I suppose, and that's fine. But it's important to Hien. And to me. Some call them old fools for listening to the elder gods, but it is our way. Our pride. Our nation? Something like that. It's something precious that you and others share, and that no one can ever take from you. But we can talk more about it later. It's time to go home. Torbay is waiting. I'll stay with the children. Why not go and let Cyrena know how he got on? God, I love the night skybox in some of these maps. It's just really pretty. Oh, man. Welcome back. Did you speak with Dorbay? Well, well, then you will forgive me if I ask you to wash your hands. I shall pour you a cup of milk tea in the meantime. The meal is almost ready, so we should summon Hien and Gosetsu.
She needed the rest. To come so far and carry so much.
Yeah, she's been through a lot.
Hien and his friend, too. Strange that they should vanish so soon.
Clearly looks like one of them has been enjoying himself. Oh, are they dueling? They sparring? That's the word I was looking for, sparring.
Not troubled by your old wounds, I see.
Nor you by yours. I know I should have fled with the others after Father died, instead of blindly fighting on. It was reckless and foolish, and there was naught to be gained from it. Everything to lose, rather.
We know no path save the one we walk. I myself am in no hurry to meet those who have gone before. Not while I have still to make amends.
Well said.
Impressive.
You are none the worse for your time in the wilderness. On the contrary, I would say you have improved.
Come now, your victories still far exceed mine. Or have you forgotten all the times you trounced me as a boy?
I feared I would not see you again.
A life so fortuitously saved should be spent wisely. Without regret, would I have traded it for our people's amnesty had it been their will. Instead, they have called for the sword, and so that is what I must be. Until this blade is broken, I can but carve a path forward.
Hell yeah. That's what I call resolve.
Were you truly so concerned for my well-being? You never showed it when we used to spar.
How you cried when you lost, and when your mother tried to comfort you, and when you inevitably came at me once more, swinging your wooden sword wildly. Mina's little Master Shun. What a fine young man you've become.
A man should not be addressed by his childhood name. I've told you about that before.
Oh, come on, give the man a break.
The mask slips. And I was so close to cultivating a winning persona.
They are phenomenal. The chemistry is... it really, like, the writing really makes them seem like old friends.
Now is the time to show our true character.
Throughout this entire expansion so far, the character writing has been phenomenal. Shun, was it?
Yes, yes. It is a name my parents gave me as a child, but I should like to think I have long since outgrown it. But as you seem determined to bring it back into use, I believe a match is in order. If I win, you will be honor-bound to divulge one of your darkest secrets.
Okay, sure. I can work with this. Well, my friends, I, for one, am full of vim and vigor. I trust you feel the same. Then what better time than now to undertake our trial and become full-fledged warriors of the Mole? Still no daggers. We'll take the Dark Knight arm. And that, unfortunately, is where I have to call it for the night. I gotta get some sleep before work tomorrow. And I'm already pushing probably a little farther than I should. But, you know, as I said, New Year, I need to get on and actually follow my fucking schedule. Stream multiple times a week instead of this fucking do it when I feel like it, even if I'm scheduled to. Enough of that. Well, we'll see if I can keep that going. But regardless, thanks everybody so much for watching if you still are. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, fingers crossed, provided nothing goes wrong with work, or I have to stay late or anything, with Final Fantasy XVI. I'll be back with this on Thursday to do more Hildebrand adventures, shorter stream as normal. Then, of course, as usual, yeah, of course. I love doing it. It's a cool, fun hobby, you know, even if sometimes I'm too burned out or too tired to do it when I say I will. But I'm trying to get better. Regardless, I hope everybody enjoyed, and I do hope everyone has a good night. Bye-bye.